You know, I have a saying, and it goes like this.
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
Just when I think I've read or heard some of the crazy things that people do, more people come out and do crazy stuff. So recently, Austin Evans uploaded a video called "The New PS5 is Worse." Now, I don't own a PlayStation 5. It's still very hard to find one, and I'm not that desperate to have one anyways. So I don't know what this newer PS5's features are compared to the original. But according to Austin, one of the main functions, or one of the main problems with this newer one is, I think it's the heatsink that's worse. Basically meaning that the console's going to get a lot hotter, a lot faster. Now, at the end of the day, I mean, from my point of view, okay, again, I don't own a PlayStation 5. I don't know if that's going to be the be-all, end-all situation here, okay, but I feel like that is kind of stupid, though, considering that Sony has so much money. Why would you skimp out on a heatsink, considering how much people play video games and so on and so forth? I mean, I remember, what was it, the OG PS4s when they first released kind of sounded like jet engines because that's how fast the fans are spinning or whatever. You know, considering that was kind of a problem, that it wasn't like as major a problem, at least from my point of view, as something like Joy-Con drift for the Switch or whatever, right? But again, knowing all of that, why would you do this, Sony? It seems kind of weird to me. But again, this doesn't seem like the Red Ring of Death situation with the OG Xbox 360s, where it was like, what, 54% of them, the original white ones had like the Red Ring of Death, you know what I mean? So it doesn't seem like that big of a deal at the end of the day. But fanboys being fanboys, man, they doxed this guy, they gave him death threats. I mean, honestly, you name it. I'm honestly half expecting this poor bastard to get swatted at this point. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, knowing how people are these days. And it really just goes to show, and this brings up my point of a video I made a while ago on why I refuse to be a part of this. It really just goes to show you how far console fanboys will go to defend their piece of plastic. Because that's all that thing is at the end of the day, man. It's a piece of plastic and metal that plays video games. That's all it is. It doesn't determine whether you live or die. It's not your boss at work, okay? And it's not that big of a deal, guys, okay? And if there is, okay, because again, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the PlayStation 5. Maybe this heatsink issue within the next couple of months will be found not to be a super serious issue, and it will be something as big as the Red Ring of Death was for the OG Xbox 360s, okay? If that's the case, then wouldn't you want this to be big news? Be like, hey, Sony, wake up. You need to make these heatsinks better because we're going to have a catastrophic problem here. Okay, because that's really all his video was at the end of the day. It's something where he reviews it, he looks at it, and he says, okay, there's the heat sink's not as good as it used to be. This could be a problem. Sony, you should probably fix it. I don't see a problem there, okay? Because at the end of the day, this isn't a lying video. Nothing in this video was a lie. He's literally just reviewing the fucking console here, people. He's not a paid shill, because that's another thing people love to call people like this. Oh, he's a paid Microsoft shill. He's here to hate on Sony. No, he's literally just reviewing the console he was given. In fact, I think he was given it by Sony. If I remember correctly, at the beginning of the video, it was shipped overnight from Japan to him. From, I would assume, Sony. So if he's a paid Microsoft shill, why would Sony give him the console? You guys make no sense, man. But like these are the kind of dumb comments that you see these idiotic fanboys say. And I can almost guarantee, because I brought this up in a previous video as well, it wasn't a bunch of little 13, 14-year-old kids who doxed this guy or threatened him or sending him horrible messages. It's probably a bunch of grown-ass dudes. And if we're unlucky here, they're going to be parents, of course, because, you know, that's what I want to do at the end of the day after work. Taking care of kids is threatening somebody online for saying, talking about a genuine problem with a console that I like. That's exactly what I want to do after a long day of work and taking care of kids. But I mean, that's just what these people do, man. They're fucking losers. Like, genuinely. If you're so mad at this guy that you're willing to send him a death threat, you're willing to dox him, or at the very least, if you're willing to send him a horrible message saying, fuck you, I hope you die, all kinds of crazy stuff, you're a loser, dude. Like, seriously, you're a fucking loser. Get a life. Get a different hobby. How about that? I was going to say get a hobby, but you already have one. Playing video games. Supposedly, these people play these games. Seriously, get a different hobby. Because gaming ain't for you, man. If you're willing to threaten somebody's life and then putting out their personal information so you hope something happens to them. Because when somebody doxes someone else, they're not doing it just because, haha, we know where you live. No, they're hoping somebody sends I don't know, a hit squad after them. Not a hit squad, a fucking swatting after them. I couldn't remember the fucking name. Seriously, like, that's what you're trying. You're trying to pretty much get these people killed, is what you're doing. Okay, you're hoping that somebody else, because you're too fucking chicken shit to do it yourself, you hope somebody else who's crazy goes out and kills this poor bastard. And that's disgusting. It really is. And I hope the people who dox this guy get caught and get thrown behind bars for a couple years, because honestly, I think that is, in my opinion, attempted murder, what you're trying to do. Because again, you're not just doxing this guy because ha 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 ha. You know, you're doing it till you hope somebody possibly ends this poor man's life for simply pointing out a problem with the newer PlayStation 5. Like, this is how big of a loser these people are at the end of the day, because that's pretty much what they've done. Okay, in my opinion, of course. But anyways, though, guys, this is Snowman. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.